Welcome to Wolf Tales, where you're going to be hearing stories from our volunteers and staff about their journeys and experiences about how they came to Wolf Connection and the wolves that have impacted their lives. On this Wolf Tale, I have with me our operations coordinator, Annette Golden. Annette, share with those who are listening out there your journey of how you got to Wolf Connection.
Okay, thanks for having me on your show. Never done anything like this, so I'm pretty excited. I moved to Los Angeles from Chicago about almost 8 years ago. Early on, a couple years ago, a little bit longer, I was looking for something to replace the volunteer work that I was doing in Chicago, which was hospice work. But nothing really called to me. So I happened to pick up the Sunday section of the LA Times, and there was a big article about Wolf Connection on it. And it was a beautiful article. I wasn't particularly interested in wolves before that article. But what really grabbed me about the article was the connection between the wolves and the humans and the work that the organization was doing, empowering people and using the wolves as a way to communicate with them. I didn't know when I started reading the article how it would make me feel. And the visceral reaction that I had to the story really hooked my attention to the point where I wasn't done with the article before I was scanning for a contact information. How could I get involved? I didn't know in what way. I didn't know what it would look like. I had no idea if I would even be wanted or needed, but I knew that I wasn't going to stop until I explored it fully. So I started barraging the organization with emails and got a response. And I was lucky enough that there was a new volunteer information session that started shortly after. So I got a link to an application, filled it out, and I was invited to join. And that's what brought me here. So many of the wolves who are now our ancestors have impacted me. But the one that's been on my mind lately is Mia. And the reason that she is important to me right now is to watch her evolve from an individual who is always looking over her shoulder, avoids touch, cringes at touch when she first came. And what I've come to realize is that she was telling us something. She was telling me something, and that it was how to meet up with her at her level and in a way that she could accept. And so initially I was approaching her from my head, my perspective, my emotions. And when I stopped long enough to really listen to her and look at her and see what it was she was trying to tell me, then I realized that the best way I could interact with her and respect her as an individual, another sentient being, was to not even try to go near her, but just let her be and let me be. And then us just being in the same area together was the best communication I've ever gotten from an animal.